And so we come down to the final Friday the 13th on this day of April 13th, 2018, a film simply titled Friday the 13th. Wish there could have been a subtitle to it since there's already a film called Friday the 13th. We have to refer to this film as the 2009 film, like Godzilla 1954 film, then Godzilla 1985 film, then Godzilla 1998 film, then Godzilla 2014 film. Good grief. While many prefer this to be a reboot of the franchise, sure it recaps the first with Mrs. Voorhees, but that was only in the beginning, and sure he wears the sack over his head, and then he wears the hockey mask, which was actually a mold of the original mask on part 3. Thank you, Shelley. Your memory lives on. But I like to prefer this film as just another sequel because imagination. The continuity is just changed like the Halloween films, and the plot is completely different from the original or any other films. It's an original idea in its own right. They originally wanted it to be an origin story, thank God that didn't come to see the light of day, because they didn't want anyone to see his troubled childhood or make you feel sympathy for him and remove sense of mystery from the character. He's a killing machine, plain and simple. Well, the film opens with a recap of the original with Mrs. Voorhees losing her head, and Jason was there to witness it. He takes a necklace from her and the story continues. Now there's a group of teenagers camping to the lake, and oh shocker, they have sex and they go exploring, discovering Jason's childhood bedroom. And I love this guy right here. He's nerdy, funny, single, and the first victim of Jason, who is now a grown man and wearing that sack. He kills a chick in a sleeping bag and her boyfriend can just watch because he landed on a bear trap. Ouch. Since when did Jason start setting traps now? Well, this movie wanted to redesign Jason by making him a quick, lean killer like in parts 2 through 4. He's damn sure a lot smarter, I'd say, with these traps. He kidnaps a woman named Whitney, even though it seems clear as day he kills her in the beginning. Look at that momentum building right there. No way he could have stopped himself in time. Well, he kidnaps her because she resembles his mother at a young age. Pamela must have looked very pretty in her days. But I kinda don't like the idea of Jason taking prisoners, you know? And that he has her chained and resembling him as a mama's boy like in part 2. He should just run wild and take orders from nobody. Just kill, kill, kill. He does that too, but take no prisoners, my boy. While her brother, played by Jared Padalecki, Supernatural boy, he's in search for her because he's a good brother. He goes door to door but can't find hope. He meets this woman who's very creepy, telling him that Jason lurks in the woods and wants to be left alone. That's a good scene, actually. Meanwhile, a new group of cliché teens are camping out at a cabin to start a ruckus. There's this one character named Trent who is like the ultimate asshole. You just want to like jump in the film and punch him. It's like if you combined all the assholes in the Friday the 13th series into one to create the ultimate asshole, you get Trent. Jesus, holy mother of God, what a dick he is. You want to see him more out of everybody to get killed, which he does, then you applaud. The best character in the film, and the only thing that seems to get praise for this film, even if it gets a negative review, is Chewie, played by Aaron Yoo. He is awesome. He's funny, he loves marijuana and chicks. He's just a great, great character. Not only in the movie, but in the entire franchise. Thank God we got someone like him in the millennium of Friday the 13th.
You won't be disappointed. They don't call me the Wood Wizard because I masturbate a lot. Grab a flashlight, you fucking idiot.
Seeing him die is probably the worst part of the film. Another great character is Lawrence, who is good friends with Chewie, and they do pot together and drink together, and he tries to keep his masturbations in private even if the head of a deer is watching him. So Lawrence and Chewie are great.
With me right now? Got business I gotta do this weekend.
What business?
Music. Trying to start a label.
Oh yeah? Like what kind? Like rap?
Why you gotta go racial? Look, don't put me in a box, all right? What, because I'm black I can't listen to Green Day?
You're right, that was dumb. So, what kind of music?
Rap.
Shit. You scared the piss out of me.
Where is everybody? There's a guy out there carrying a dead body.
Jenna, where's the phone?
I don't know. Over there?
You fuck with me because I'm high? It's totally not cool because I just finished fucking smoking, okay?
Of course, Jason is the main reason to watch the film and give this movie credit. A lot of credit. I think the look of Jason is perhaps the best he's ever looked. I don't know how to put it. I love his outfit. I love the barely visible blonde hair. I love the jacket he wears. And his look is just great. Top notch. The effects for the kills are great too. The gore is well done, so props to that. Check out this death. That comes straight out of Compton, or straight out of nowhere, I should say. Bam! Right in the head. And when he looks back like, what was that? It's just a hilarious death. Jason is a very, very good shot, man. He can hit you from miles away. Jesus. Now he's using bow and arrows? What the hell? Where'd he get that? This death is funny too. Ha. So yeah, Jason is another great aspect of the film, and that shouldn't come as a shock because he's who we're here to see. And in between it all, there's an epic brother in search for her sister, girlfriend wanting to leave the douchebag for more attractive, handsome-looking guys, people acting a fool, people cheating on one another, sex, kill, and you have Friday the 13th. It definitely has the aspects of the Friday the 13th films. It just doesn't have the appeal many would expect because of giving Jason more of a personality and trying their hardest to make people feel sympathy for him. Like he's always a loner, even though he kills whoever enters Camp Crystal Lake so that he can be left alone. So the whole brother-sister bond and the whole prisoner thing, I never dug it. The ending has Jason killed off with a machete to the chest after an altercation with the sister, thinking she's Pamela and tricking Jason like in part 2. Yawn. And we're led to believe Jason's dead. LMFAO. Then the most cliche, predictable ending in perhaps all of the 12 movies. Wow, who in the world wouldn't have seen that coming? Jesus Christ. Well, that's Friday the 13th, part 12. Yeah, I'm calling it part 12. Imagination. It definitely has its charms from the original film with characters, with Jason, with funny kills, and so on. It just could have been better, that's all. Jason is still awesome, no doubt about that. They were originally scheduling to make another Friday the 13th movie in October of 2017, but it was scrapped because of the ultimate flop of Rings, made by the same company, Paramount Pictures. So they felt, oh shit, we don't want people seeing our version of Friday the 13th, which was actually going to be an origin story, so maybe they were right to do that. But damn you, Rings, from preventing an actual part 13th of Friday the 13th. But until that day, this is Christian De Leon on this epic day of April 2018, Friday the 13th, a variety of films that spark history in the horror genre. Jason is one of the best horror villains ever. He has comics, he's crossed over with Freddy Krueger, he has many fan-made films that make you wish they were legit. He has video games, he's playable on Mortal Kombat along with Leatherface, Alien, and Predator. Jason is responsible for my favorite horror movie death in history. Thank you, Court. And all throughout, it can be an endless beret of conversation. Like, hey, remember this death? Remember that death? Remember this scene? Remember that scene? Just a fun joyride of a franchise that sparks history.
People are rich.
May Jason strike fear on campers who decide to hike out on any campsite, and always beware the day, Friday the 13th. Now, let me enjoy the rest of my April 13th, 2018, and pray I don't get a machete across my throat. Long live Jason Voorhees. Oh yeah, his name was originally supposed to be Josh. Yep, Josh. Anyway, happy Friday the 13th.
Just shut up about Jason, will you?